What's up, guys? Welcome to the JumpX Podcast, episode number 5. Here with Mr. Stevie Dunks himself. How you going, man?
Good, man. I'm feeling really good today.
What,
Yes.
what have you been up to today so far? I mean, although it is only like midday,
Um,
but
well, today's a rest day, but I did a short workout in the morning and yeah, joined the podcast.
hell yeah. And how's your progression
Easy,
been so
man.
far with JumpX? Because, by the way, guys, Stevie is a JumpX athlete, similar to Hack, who we heard on our podcast 2 podcasts ago. Yeah, how's the progression
Yep.
been on JumpX?
So I can't really hear you talking. Could you repeat that?
Oh, I was going to say, how's your progression been on JumpX?
No, yeah, it's been really good. I've learned a lot of new workouts at the gym and done actually hit a few dunks last couple of months. Um, yeah, and I reckon my vert's gone up a lot as well. Yeah.
All right. When you say hit new dunks, what kind of dunks are we talking about?
I hit a 360 pump. I've been consistent on windmills and reverse pumps as well. And the East Bay is this close to being hit as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, quickly explain to
that's
people
it.
like how close that is.
Sorry?
Quickly explain like how close the East Bay has been for you.
Um, well, all I need is more height and a good lob. That's it. I just need more height on the dunk and yeah, just consistency and reps.
Yeah, that one you sent us the other day or yesterday actually, where you
Yeah.
like threw it against the backboard, and like it was
Yeah.
almost like it was like a bank dunk. It was super weird. I've seen my brother
Yeah.
do that before. He did that a couple of weeks ago as well, and it's like, oh man, it gives you like the craziest blue balls, like just with that happening, because it almost looks like a dunk, but we know it isn't. So
Yeah. I was hyperventilating. I thought it went in. So I didn't
Oh,
see it hit the backboard at first. I was like, oh shit, I actually got it, I actually got it, I actually got it. And then I checked the footage and I was like, my mood went from like really happy to like, okay, I got to do it again. I got to go rep it out more.
that's like the closest you can get without actually making the dunk.
Yeah, I think it is. I really think
Wait,
it
so
is.
wait, so you reckon that's closer than just like front rimming it, but like a skim front rim, like it skims across the top and
I
then
reckon it
goes
is
in?
closer. I reckon it is
You know
closer
what I'm
because my
saying?
whole hand, yeah, like the whole half of my hand actually got over the rim as well.
Mm.
So instead of just like front rimming it and then like going off the backboard and going in.
That's a good sign though. So if that's the closest you ever got, that's I guess
Yeah, yeah,
it's
it is.
obviously
It's
not what
definitely the
you
closest I've got.
it's obviously not what you want, which is hitting the dunk, but it's still progress,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it
which
is.
is
Yeah,
good.
and one day I'll hit it. Yeah,
Yeah, you will. You
There
will. It's
was
just a
one
I'll do
matter
it
of
one.
reason.
time.
It is.
So
Just consistency as well.
so just tell everyone, how long have you actually been training to improve your vertical jump?
I started my journey back when COVID started, so like March 2020, and I
Yeah.
just did. Sorry.
Yeah, go on, bro. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So I just did. I didn't even use a gym until like November of 2020. I just started doing like, you know, add your vertical in 6 inches in 3 weeks, and I just did that every day. And then I thought there has to be more to this. There has to be like way more. I can't just be like. I found out quickly like getting jumping six
Wait,
inches in
wait.
3 weeks is like total like.
What was this a
Oh,
program you're doing?
it wasn't even a program. It was a YouTube video. It was a
Okay, yeah.
YouTube video on how to
Yeah.
gain vert fast in weeks. And I
Yeah.
quickly realized that was not the case at all.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I sort of just did my own thing. I do like basic stuff like squats, lunges. I didn't even do sprints. I started doing sprints when I joined Tom's Jump Boost. That's when I started doing
Yeah.
sprints, and that was like
Yeah.
I can't remember, like March or April 2021, like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I reckon my progress has been really good, crazy.
Wait,
Yeah,
and
that's
how
good,
old are
man.
you?
That's good. Like,
Especially joining like JumpX, like it's been crazy, and it will continue to do so.
Yeah, so like when you before you joined JumpX or before you started training with Tom,
Yeah.
like where were you at and then where are you at now?
Um, Before I even joined Jump Boost, I was doing simple one-handers and two-handers. I don't think I
Yeah.
was even doing 360s at one point. So, but when I joined Jump Boost, I think like 2 months later, I hit my first windmill,
Yeah.
and I couldn't hit it for ages after that. Um, and yeah, it's just slowly progressing through the dunks and the consistency of them. Then I started doing 362 handers. I was actually scared. I was scared I was gonna hang on the ring and then like fall and injure myself. But then I just got used to it in the end.
Yeah.
So and
Yeah,
then
that
once
is
it
a scary thing.
and then
Especially
when I joined,
especially if you've actually done that before. So
yeah, I nearly have. I nearly tore my ACL doing that once. So then yeah, it was
oh, doing a 360.
no, just doing a normal dunk. I lobbed it too far back, and then as I sort of hung on the rim, I fell and landed awkwardly on my right leg, and then it sort of
It's
twisted, and I was like, "Oh God, I can't do that
yeah,
again."
that is
Yeah, I got to be more
scary,
careful.
bro. That is scary.
Yeah, it is. Um, and then as I started finally dunking indoors this year, because the outdoor rims are brutal. Like I'd have blood blisters like on my fingers like every week.
Yeah.
Every week I'd dunk. Uh, I started trying in between legs, and I thought, okay, I'm pretty close at this. So I just kept trying and trying. I was actually getting closer and closer. And so every week since March, early April, I've just been consistently repping out the in between legs attempts and slowly progressing through them as well.
Yeah. So like when you first sent us a video
Yeah,
of you doing them, was that like
yeah.
literally when you first started? Like when you first sent us a video?
Um, I think I did like it must have been a total of like 20 reps at the outdoor court, which was 10 foot
Yeah.
one
Oh
or
wow.
10 foot and a half. Um, as I started like repping them indoors, I was getting closer and closer. Like my
Yeah.
hand was getting over the rim, sort of. The ball was somewhat like getting close. Um, yeah, that's when I started sending you guys the videos, was like indoors.
Okay, yeah,
That
because
was
I was just wondering whether like when you first sent us the videos, I was wondering whether that was one of the first few times you tried it. I was gonna say
yeah.
that's crazy if that's one of the first few times you tried it.
Nah,
So
definitely. Nah, it definitely wasn't. It was just more of like a. It was more of a natural progression thing, I reckon. Yeah.
yeah, it's a hard dunk, man. And like it's like I can't imagine like obviously I'm trying to hit it off dribble right now, like off lob, like timing the lob, and then obviously
Yeah.
the whole sequencing of everything, man. It's like it's so difficult, and I know obviously Tom's been through that. He can hit them
Yeah.
uh pretty consistently, so I'm sure you understand that as well, Tom. How hard it is to actually hit this dunk, and what a grind it is, right? So
I was gonna say, do you ever low rim, like on 8 foot,
Oh
nine
yeah, all
foot?
the time.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
all the time
yeah,
I rim,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
And that's where I got my sort of consistency of like the hand speed and coordination and all that. Is
yeah.
like just repping him through the
Yep.
low rim
So when you
and
say
trying others.
yeah, when you say
Sorry.
low rim, is that like you standing next to a rim and just
What do you
like
mean?
not jumping? Like so it's like when you say low rim, is that you just literally standing next to a rim that you don't have to jump and then practicing the hand speed and not putting the
Um,
ball in, or are you talking
well,
about actually like just like doing low jumps or like a
it's
like 8 foot ring or 9 foot ring sort of
it's
thing?
mostly low jumps, but I have tried doing it just like standing under the rim and repping it.
Yeah,
But my ring only goes down to like 8 foot, a bit over 8 foot. So I can't
yeah,
really reach over the top and dunk it in. So I would stand on like some flat stool or something to just
Mm.
rep it
yeah,
through. And I did that.
yeah,
I did that for a while, a couple months back. But then I just thought I'll lob it up, and then I'll just continue to like
yeah.
get it in, get in, get in. So yeah, mainly just like low rimming it and not really standing under the rim. Just like even previous years, I started low rimming a lot as well.
Wait, real quick, what's your standing reach?
It's 7'9", I believe.
Okay. Is that with shoes?
Yeah.
Okay. I think mine's like 7'10". Austin's is 8'4".
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I haven't got the
Stevie,
best. I haven't got the
Go on, bro.
best. I haven't got the best. What do you call it? The width. The
Wingspan.
Wingspan.
blank. Yeah, wingspan. That's it. Yeah, I haven't got the best wingspan. I got short arms.
So okay, so what we're kind of getting at here is if Stevie hits this dunk, it's going to be a more impressive East Bay than Tom, or
Yeah.
Not really. Not really. We sort of did it the same way.
Unless I do it on like 10-1.
I'm just pulling
Nah.
Tom's legs, man.
Yeah.
Bro, Austin knows
Nah,
like
we
what
did the
gets me
same way.
going.
We both
That's the
lobbed
funny
it,
thing.
and then he got his in. I'll soon to get mine in.
So essentially, when you hit the East Bay, you're the better dunker, is what I'm trying to say, right?
Tom's a better dunker.
No.
Tom's a better dunker.
No,
I mean,
bro, say you
I've
are.
seen
Say
how
you are.
close-
Talk your shit.
Yeah.
Talk your shit, man.
I've seen it. I've seen how close your under the both attempts are, bro. They're so close.
Mm.
And I heard, did you have an injury, Tom? You had a back injury, I believe.
Yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned this on another podcast. I probably did. So, you get your spine, and then like towards the bottom, the L1, L2 disc is
Yeah.
like slightly cracked, right? But
Oh wow.
yeah, so I can't really do too much or too many movements that like require my back to like that. Any
Yeah,
flexion,
got it.
right?
Flexion.
And obviously under both your
Yeah, and especially for the under both as well. Like their back was, yeah.
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 But yeah, I saw how close. I saw how close you got the under both like attempt. I think it was like the other month, and I thought you were gonna hit it like really recent, but then
Bro, I
saw you had that injury.
Yeah, bro, I had a session where I back rimmed it, front rimmed it, had the ball in the rim and like shoot out, like
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
yeah. It was alright, yeah, but
So wait, what's the rim height you dunk on most of the time as well, Stevie?
In the indoor ring, it's exactly 10 foot,
Yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
if you hit it, it's like fully legit.
and yeah,
I respect
and
it,
the
I
rim,
respect it.
the rims where I dunk are like they're really like stiff and like
Yeah.
they're really janky. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to explain. Like I dunked with AP and a couple other dunkers the other week, and when I was dunking with them, like I went to a place called Hoop City, and the rims there are so good, like they're like dunkers rims. And where I dunk, I don't know, the rims are just like weird, like they're really like stiff.
They look like the same type of rings as Lakeside.
I was just about to say that,
I
man.
have dunked
yeah.
at in the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely know what you're talking about. Like they don't like. Do they sound nice when you like punch a dunk, or it's just kind of like?
No,
Oh,
that's like the opposite.
noise.
Like
Mm.
when I punch a dunk, it looks so weak on camera.
Oh
Like
yeah.
when I punch
Yeah.
dunks on like the really flexible rims, it looks so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. And it sounds better too. It sounds like a gunshot
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially I went to this outdoor ring in Melbourne in the CBD area. I think it was RMIT, and the ring had the chain net, and when you punch a dunk, it sounds so satisfying. It was just
Yeah.
awesome. Like I'd hit
Chain
a
net's where it's
huge
at.
one hand. Sorry.
I was just saying, chain nets are where it's at. Like, go on, bro.
Yeah, so when I hit like a one-hander or like I hit a windmill first try, like the sound it would make after would just be like so satisfying. Like with the chain net.
Yeah. Even just
Instead of,
shooting on a
like-
chain net, same thing.
Sorry?
Even just shooting on a
Yeah.
chain net sounds so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the net at where I dunk normally, it's like some of the nets would like if you dunk the ball in, it would just get stuck on the net. Like it would just be stuck. If you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, that gets annoying sometimes as well.
So it
So
doesn't sound as nice, and the ball doesn't go through as clean, and it doesn't look as good on
yeah, and
camera
it
as
makes
well.
it makes the dunk look weak as well.
Yeah. Okay, so in terms of like your injuries and everything like that, how's that been for you? And like, what sort of things have you dealt with in the past? And
Um,
yeah,
I've been good this year. Like I haven't been injured at all since the start of this year, where I was I was dunking on my outside ring, which is 9'5" at the time,
yeah,
and as I dunked, I sort of landed wrong, and I sort of like ran into the ring, into the little pole, and then I sort of turned and to block myself, and my my right ankle sort of got caught under the little support area where it holds the whole ring up
mm,
with you, and then it just turned and I like sprained it, and I was out for like 5 or 6 weeks. Yeah. Other than that, I've been good this year, been consistent, no injuries.
yeah,
Touch wood.
Yeah. Previously, I've had problems with my left ankle, so I tape it up every time I go to the gym or if I go dunk. Um, because I've rolled it previously, playing other sports, and in primary school, I was on crutches for a total of 2 weeks.
Mm.
And then ever since then, I've had problems with it.
that's good. That's good. That's
So
why
like,
you love it. Then line hops at the moment, right?
yeah, I am. Yeah, definitely, it's good ankle
Yeah,
strengthening. But yeah, ever since I rolled my ankle twice, this was back when I was a kid. I've had problems with it. Even when I dunk sometimes, at the end of a session, it will just feel really sore when you turn it and rotate it.
yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, that was. Other than that, yeah, I've been fine. No other injuries at all.
That's good, bro. That's good. Like you're one of those people that's been fortunate enough to obviously not deal with like knee pain and go through that
Yeah,
entire rehab process.
I'm
So
my. I've got good lower body genetics. So like I've never like you guys might think this is all like BS, but I've never had knee pain in my life. Never.
yeah,
And
no,
I've never had
Bro,
patella.
he sounds like
I
Hack.
Yeah,
He
believe
sounds
that.
like Hack.
I believe that. No, I believe that. I
yeah.
believe that because yeah. Go on,
I
go
don't.
on.
I don't get like knee pain. I don't know what it is, and I like it. I love how I don't
That's
get knee
good.
pain.
I believe that because I've actually never had traditional patella tendinopathy. I've had quadricep tendinopathy. So for the people listening, the difference between that is just a part of the tendon. So like obviously the tendon that runs to the knee starts up where the quadricep is and then runs down into the patella and then down below the patella, like right there. Most jumping athletes, basketball players, get tendinopathy below the patella because that's where most of the loading and the stress is when jumping and playing basketball. But I've been playing basketball since I was like 6 up until like 22, and like the amount of loading sometimes I'd play 8 games in a weekend, and I never had a knee issue or any issues with my tendons whatsoever. It was only once I started weight training and getting into all that, and then obviously overdoing it with the weight training and the basketball at the same time, I started to develop quadricep tendinopathy. So I definitely believe people and um, understand when people are like, yeah, I've never had a knee issue because it's definitely a possible situation to be in, and it's just interesting how that works as well. So
Mm.
yeah,
Real quick, going back to the whole, how we were talking about the rims and all the nets before. Have you ever dunked
Yeah,
on a rim, like 910, 99, like how some of these LA fitnesses are?
never.
Okay.
The only rim I've dunked on that was 910 was the one where I used to dunk outside at the
Oh yeah,
local
yeah, yeah.
school. Yeah, that's it. Like all
if
the
you went
rest
and
I've dunked on. Yeah.
if you went and dumped on 910, you would have hit East Bay by now.
To be honest, I reckon I would. I reckon I
Yeah,
really would. Like the only rims I've dunked on as of recent, like past year, um, is the lowest is probably 911,
Mm.
and
how does it feel?
the rest have been 10. We didn't measure. In fact, no, we did measure the one at RMIT. It was 911 3/4. That was the outdoor ring as well, with the chain net.
How did it feel dunking on 911 versus 10 foot?
It felt easier, like a little bit easier, obviously, but yeah, it made me feel like I feel like I was jumping really high. I had a delay leak that week as well,
Yeah.
so like that's a bonus as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I was hitting everything first try, like all the dunks I want to do in this contest coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just hitting a lot of things first try. I hit a really weird dunk. It was sort of supposed to be a 360 pump, but when I looked on the footage, it didn't look anything like it. So yeah, I didn't really count it.
Yeah. No, so that's actually a good thing to touch on. So like tell everyone about this like competition that you have coming up.
So in the on 8th of October, I'll be competing in the King of the Court dunk contest, held in. I'm not sure where it's held. I think it's in Paran, I believe. And yeah, I'll be competing with AP. I think the Korean dunkers will be there, and
Jeez.
a couple other dunkers as
Isn't
well.
Liam?
will be there as
Isn't
well.
Liam going to be in the contest as well? Maybe.
Yeah, Liam
Um,
Broad, yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
To be honest, I'll go have a chat to him, but I don't think he is. Yeah,
That's some stiff competition, man.
yeah. The host.
we-
Yeah,
Go on, bro. Go on.
the host said that the rings that we'd be dunking will be 9.7.
Huh?
So
What?
I
Bro,
tried
what?
to confirm that with AP, but he said he didn't measure, and he said he knows the ring is a little smaller under regulation. But yeah, so hopefully I can hit the international legs at that contest. Definitely if it's
Bro.
under 10 feet.
Hopefully, bro, you definitely, if it's 9.7, like, you are going to hit it, dude.
Definitely. But if it's not 9.7, because I find it hard to believe that it will be 9.7. That's like a little.
Like,
it's a little
have you ever dunked
way
on
under
9.7?
regulation.
It's
Sorry?
so low, bro. Like, have you
Yeah,
ever
it
dunked
is,
on
like-
9.7? Yeah.
I haven't dunked on 9.7. No, I've dunked on 9.5. I've dunked on 9.9, but I've not done 9.7.
Even 9.9 is like, it's crazy low, bro. It's just crazy the difference, like, those 2 inches actually make and how much easier it is to actually hit dunks. Like, literally, even just like dunking on 9.11 versus 10 foot, there's actually like, it actually makes difference. And I guess a lot of people that can't dunk and that are listening, hopefully you guys all get there and understand. But like, the difference 1 inch can make sometimes, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Especially from how close I am now to hitting the internal legs. I think if I was to rep it on a 9.10 ring, I reckon I could actually get it.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Compared to the 10-foot ring where I dunk normally.
Yeah, well, because Austen,
100%.
what was that?
Wait,
Go on.
Oh, I was going to say,
Go on,
because you and I
That was Tom.
dunked on 9.10.5 on Wednesday. And what are your thoughts? Like, I had a terrible jumping day, and I was just banging everything. Like, it was easy.
Oh, to be honest, like, it was a Wednesday, and when we dunk on Wednesdays, we don't have all the JumpX crew there, we don't have all the hype and all that sort of stuff. So I wasn't like, and I was limited in terms of jumps as well. So I didn't really get warm properly, but it definitely felt easier. Just like with my warm-up dunks, it definitely felt like way easier. Just those 2 inches to hit like a two-hander or one-hander, like, you know, like I felt like I barely had to jump to obviously do those things. It almost felt like I was deloaded a little bit, even though I wasn't even properly warm. But yeah, it's actually crazy, man. It's crazy.
It kind of makes me think,
like,
like,
even-
LA Fitness, right? These people, like,
Yeah.
9.9 rim indoor. Like, how crazy would that be? Oh, and the rim's, like, bent down as well. Like, imagine the shit you could hit on
I
that.
could have a field day, man.
Bro.
I could have a
like
field day.
yeah, I see athletes, like I see dunkers that get filmed by Dunkademics and they're in the 9.9 rims and they're just hitting everything. It's like you're lucky you're not living in Australia where you have like the 10-foot indoor rims. Like
yeah.
you're hitting crazy stuff, but they wouldn't hit certain dunks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like, we're lucky to get 9.11 here. A 9.11 ring.
Really?
Yeah, bro, 9.11's like the lowest
That's
you
not
find here.
stiff.
Mm.
Uh,
Yeah. That's why I
What
like
did you
dunk
say,
camp
Tom?
though, because dunk camp's almost like a it's like a maybe not filter, but it's like a level playing field, because you know everyone comes together and they're all dunking on the same rim. So if someone can hit something there and then someone else claims they can but they can't, then it's kind of like, yeah, it's like leveling the playing field because everyone's on the same rim. If that makes sense.
Where you guys done? How tall is the rim?
Uh,
So
bro, we dunk in lots of places. That's the thing though. Austin, you go.
no, okay. So where we dunk most of the time at arc. So where we like going at the moment is arc because the rims sound nice when you punch dunk, and they're not super stiff. But also we actually have the flexibility of being able to adjust the rims we dunk on. Fortunately, because we have good contacts in that rec center. So we either jump on 10 foot, which is, to be honest, what we dunk on most of the time is 10 foot, but sometimes we dunk on 911. And 911 is the lowest we go. On Wednesday when we lowered it to 910, that was the first time we ever did that.
It was too low.
So most of the time it's either 911 or 10 foot. To be honest, like we don't really like going lower than 911 because it just feels too easy. It doesn't feel legit, and I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why
I feel bad dunking on anything lower than that. You know what I mean?
that's why I don't actually mind dunking on 10 feet, and I'm not really like, disappointed that it's not like 910, because I feel like it's sort of cheating in the end of the day.
Just exactly how we feel as well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like yeah, you can hit cool stuff, but like try to do it on a 10 foot rim. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So like if I hit something on 10 foot, I know it's like legit.
yeah, and you feel better. Like if you feel better hitting it on 10 foot, you're like, oh shit, yeah, I hit that dunk and I hit it on 10 foot. Whereas
Yeah,
if,
exactly.
you hit it on 910, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I hit that dunk, but like deep down inside, you would know it's not 10 foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It kind of
exactly.
diminish that sense of accomplishment a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But yeah, that's super cool. You got that comp coming up, man. How do you feel you'll go in it?
I'm pretty confident actually, like, because I've hit some of the dunks I want to hit. I've hit first try like multiple times now. So,
Yeah,
and obviously with the between the legs, if the rim is lowered to like, say if it's like 9.9 and it's not 9.7, I reckon I can still actually hit it because the power of adrenaline can do anything.
yeah, 100%,
Facts.
100%. Yeah, and we're gonna have you ready, deloaded for that comp as well, which will be exciting.
Yeah.
Be excited to see how you do actually jump when you're actually like properly deloaded and obviously peaked for that event. How do you feel like you're jumping at the moment in terms of everything?
Well, because I've just started a new training cycle, I'm jumping relatively high. But as a couple weeks pass, I reckon I'll be jumping a tiny bit lower. But then once I deload and then go into the contest, I'll be jumping my highest, hopefully.
Yeah, I think so too, bro. I think
I
you'll
reckon I
go
will.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. So how have you found the experience of being on JumpX so far, man?
Yeah, it's good. You guys give me a lot of new variety of exercises to do at the gym. Like when I first started JumpX, I'd never done a front squat before. My power clean was very minimal. What else? You guys are giving me lunges. Oh, those suck. Um, yeah, I hate lunges.
Dude, bro, yeah.
I hate barbell
Yeah.
lunges. And you guys recently gave me in my last cycle was single leg glute bridges.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'll do them with dumbbells because I've never done them before. I did them with dumbbells and they were too easy. So I did it with barbell and then slowly progressed from there. But yeah, you guys have given me good variety of exercises. So overall, they'll help me with my jump
Good.
instead of doing the same exercises over and over again every week.
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%. You gotta have that variety in your training. One, so you don't get bored, but two, so you actually continually spur adaptation as well.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
I have noticed one thing though. Before when I did jump boost, I do sprints like every week. But now that I joined JumpX, you guys gave me sprints, and then you guys kind of stopped that for a while.
Mm.
Is there sort of reasoning to why that would be the case?
Well, this is something Austin's actually done recently, right? Because you took sprints out and you started doing more plyos, or you're going to,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it's kind of that similar thing where you sometimes actually have to take like an exercise out and then kind of decondition to it, and then you add it back in, and it's almost like a new stimulus once you chuck it back in. It also depends on what you're focusing on in that cycle, because if it's like max absolute strength, then maybe you don't put sprints in and you use plyos to maintain your tendon elasticity, right?
That's 100%. And that's one thing. So your last 2 training cycles have actually been more focused on building strength. But now that you got this comp coming up, like you're 100% gonna have like sprints back in, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so basically we're having some technical difficulties. That's why the podcast cut off, guys. You can no longer hear Stevie. But as I was saying before, basically Stevie's been doing a lot of strength work. And basically what we're going to do to peak him is reintroduce a lot more elastic work, reintroduce sprinting, because all the strength work has built up a lot of potential, and then we're going to actually realize that potential in this next cycle and ensure that he is jumping like crazy for his comp, because he's obviously deconditioned to a bit of that elastic work, deconditioned to that speed work, so he's going to respond really well to this next training cycle, and you guys will see when he jumps in his comp, which is actually going to be quite exciting. I reckon he'll hit that East Bay
with an elbow
before the next comp.
East Bay, then hang with his elbow.
Yeah, exactly. Honey dip it.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, we're going to end the podcast off there. So if you guys are looking for training, head to JumpX Instagram page, send us a direct message saying podcast, so we know you've come from the podcast. Was there anything else you wanted to add there, Tom?
You know, as you said, if you want custom training written to, you know, what you need, not just a generic cookie cutter program, you know, a WhatsApp group with Austen and myself, so you can check in, you know, get your technique analyzed, all of that, ask questions, we're your guys, all right? You know, we've had many
guaranteed results as well.
Exactly.
Guaranteed results as well.
Exactly.
Literally a blueprint to success. So if you guys sign up, there's no doubt about it, you're going to get results.
So if you're serious about your training, sign up today. And other than that, we will see you in episode 6.
Yeah.
See you later.
And Stevie, give us a wave.
Stevie has been silenced.
Peace out.
Peace.
Cheers.